The Amarillo Symphony. I'm so glad to have George back. Tell us about the last time we talked.
Yes.
Mountains.
Mountains become oceans. That's
How was
right.
it?
It was a lot of fun.
Good.
Really fun. Really good audience feedback. It's always exciting to have a world premiere because, of course, you know, no one's ever heard this piece before.
Right.
So that was fun. And yeah, it was a really, really nice event. It felt like a very special concert.
Oh, I'm so glad. We thought it was absolutely special. And the composer here with us.
Yeah.
How did y'all bring her out? Did people get to meet her?
Yes, she came and had a bow on stage at the end and everything. And you know, you always think, have we done justice to your creation?
Yeah.
But she was very pleased.
Oh.
Yeah, which is great.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about this coming up. It's this week, American Journey?
American Journey, that's right. So we, you know, we're preparing for 2026 and celebrating the country, of course.
Yes.
And so we wanted to put together a program that's specifically American composers. And of course, there are many ways to do that. You know, we've done a lot of John Williams, we played a lot of Leonard Bernstein.
Ooh,
but these are three unusual composers. Actually, one from each century. So end of the 19th century, Charles Ives. Then we have a 20th century piece by George Antile, another composer. And then finally Samuel Jones, who wrote a trombone concerto about 10, 15 years ago. So still in the 21st century. So for the first time, we've got one piece from each century by an American composer, which I think is quite unusual.
I think it is very, very cool. And it gets me thinking whenever you tell me this. Can you just believe how long music has been? I mean, just thinking about how music, it all started and just getting to look back.
Yeah. Well, I think also we often in the symphony, you know, it's sometimes very European centric. You know, German, French composers, Austrian composers. Yeah, it's actually really important to remind our audience and to remind all of us that actually there's many, you know, hundreds of years of American music history that I think we should also be thinking about and honouring, you know. And so that's, we're now at a time where we can do that, which is very exciting. And so that's what this concert's all about.
How is the symphony? I know that y'all have been rehearsing and how does everybody feel about this show? Well,
I think what's the challenge for us is that this is all music that no one's ever played before. So a lot of the work is about familiarity, you know.
Okay.
And so it's like having the recipe for a dish that you've never cooked. You know?
Oh my goodness.
So the first time you do that, you know, it's much more difficult. And so this week, you know, we rehearse every evening during a concert week, and it's about getting to know what's in the music, what's on the next page. And so it's different to playing the classics that people know and are famous. Because then, of course, it's our job to then tell the audience how passionate we are about this music, despite it being new. And so that's a different process to music that's more well known.
That's wow! So I didn't think about that till you said that.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about the audience, and this is what I always laugh. Whenever I go to the symphony, which I don't get to go very much. Yeah. I really want to introduce my family and my little boys. Yeah. You know, we got to know more than McDonald's. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
But it's okay to wear your cowboy boots.
Yes.
And if you don't have a jacket, it's okay.
Yeah,
don't let that stop you.
No, there's no dress code.
Yeah.
You know, imagine you're going to a restaurant, imagine you're just going to the movies. It's the same thing. You know, there's nothing. Some people dress up, some people just wear, you know, and actually we did a concert last year where we all wore cowboy boots on stage.
I love it.
Which was a lot of fun. So yeah, it shouldn't feel elitist or overly formal. You know.
I don't want people to feel like that.
No.
I really want you to go and enjoy the music because we have just such a beautiful space with the Globe News Center, and just to see and hear. I mean, it's just hearing John Shanks while ago in the warm up. Man, he's so talented.
Well, part of this concert, because, you know, we bring in a lot of guest artists from around the world and everything, but also, you know, we have such a wealth of talent here, particularly in our relationship with WT. And so I've always made it my goal to make sure that we're featuring one of our musicians as a soloist every season. And so we're really excited that John Shanks, who's a trombone professor at WT, and our principal trombone, is joining us as our concerto soloist, which is great because it's always fun also for the orchestra to actually hear people that they play with, you know, every month at the front of the orchestra, and great for our audience too. And so this week is also one of those weeks where we're featuring one of our musicians.
Well, let us take a break.
Yeah.
Can we catch up with John? He's here in the studio.
Let's do it,
and I wonder if we could visit with him a little bit.
Let's do it.
And get to hear
Cool.
a little bit.
Perfect.
Stay with us.